Okay, here we are on the final section of these notes. The good news is if you've been struggling with the last couple, because they've been a little bit more challenging, multiplying matrices together can be a little bit tricky. The next section is not too bad. Usually this part is a little bit easier than what we have just been doing. We're going to be looking at the determinant of a matrix. Again, we're looking at 2 by 2 matrices for this unit. So the determinant of a matrix can be found by taking kind of a cross product and finding the difference of that product. So we would take A times D and subtract C times B, or B times C. So to find the determinant, we multiply A times D, and we subtract that by B times C. So let's work through a couple examples of that. If, for number 1, I have this matrix, I would start by doing 4 times 8. And then I would subtract 6 times 3. 4 times 8 is 32. 6 times 3 is 18, and so I'm subtracting 18. And 32 minus 18 is 14. So that's really all there is to finding the determinant. Is you just kind of multiply diagonally, and you take the difference of what you get there, making sure that you are doing this kind of main diagonal first. So for this one, we start with -1 times 3, and we are going to be subtracting 4 times 6. Make sure that we are subtracting for these. So we're doing 1 times 3 and then subtracting 4 times 6. -1 times 3 is -3. And then 4 times 6 is 24. So I would be subtracting 24. -3 minus 24 is -27. So that is my determinant. And so finally for number 3, same thing. We will start with this diagonal here. So we would start with 3 times -4. And then I will be subtracting the other diagonal, -2 times -5. 3 times -4 is -12. -2 times -5 is 10. But we are going to be subtracting that 10. And so we get -12 minus 10, which is -22. And so that is how you find the determinant of these 3 matrices. Hopefully you are now able to do that on your practice, and you should be able to finish out your practice. And once you are done with that, ask me for the test review, and I will give that to you so that way you can work on that for your test.